Okay, guys, let's see what's going on today. We're going to do a collective reading, love and money. That's going to be for all of you. Okay. And then right after that, we're going to be getting into the $44 readings for the month. This is the last day of the month. So we're going to go ahead and do it for the fourth week. If anybody still has any questions that you want answered before the 11th of next month, now's a good time to get it done. You can pay $44 through Cash App, or you can do it on the website. But you're going to be getting a money reading and whatever question you want to know, okay? So I already have the list of everyone that is a subscriber. Just FYI, in case you're new, you just came in, this reading would be free if you were a subscriber on my website. So the $122 subscription pays for several free readings a month, all 50% off. Plus you have a membership to the 100 Club and free classes. So my classes that I offer is a tarot class and an astrology class. So they're all free and included. So if you want to join in with the ultimate subscription, you can head over there. Or you could just pay separately. It's just $44, and you can do it right now through Cash App. It's in the description below or my website. All right, so let's get in. Love and money. What's going on with your person right now? Hi, Linglicious. Hi, Ashley. And hi, Basso. Good to see you, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Holy Spirit, please guide and direct us for this reading. Show us the truth. Show us the light. Show us what we really need to see. Get honest with us in these cards. What's really happening in the collective's lover situation? Bottom of the deck is, I know we're meant to be, and I am committed to our love commitment. That's great. So we have some acknowledgement here from your partner. I feel like things are a little bit dark right now, and I feel like you're in the dark. You're really not knowing what's happening. I don't know, you're lost a little bit, and it's like you haven't been getting feedback. You haven't been getting any information. You don't know what's going on, so you're in the dark. So anyways, that's what I'm feeling for you. Bottom of the deck here, the reason I come and go is because I just can't stay away. Interesting, right? Very contradictory. The reason I come and go is because I just can't stay away. But I'm not ready to give you all I know you deserve, so I run. Okay. So he doesn't want to go, and he could be a she, but they don't want to go. But then they kind of do. They really want to leave you alone because they know they cannot offer you a commitment. They know that's what you're looking for. So whoever you're thinking about, whoever you're dealing with, they're aware. Like, you're looking for love, commitment, marriage. Like, I know that's what you're looking for. And I know that we're soulmates, or I know that we're twin flames in some way. And they are committed to you in the sense they don't want to leave you alone. They don't want to stay away from you. How lovely for you. You're like, yeah, Steph, how lovely. How lovely that I'm in love with someone that can't stay, can't give me what I want or need, but won't leave me alone to get it elsewhere. How lovely is that? Let's see what's going on. Why can't they stay away from you? Holy Spirit, why cannot, what? I cannot talk today, Jesus. Why is it this person cannot stay away from my collective? Show me in the cards, please, Holy Spirit, guide and direct with these tarot cards. use them as divination tools to give us a truthful, honest message why this person can't stay away. Bottom of the deck over here is the Queen of Swords. And to me, that is, if it's not, I mean, it could be a person, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It could be a person. But it could also be an energy. And the Queen of Swords energy is, I'm guarded, very protective of myself. I don't let just anybody in my circle. I question everything. I'm suspicious about everything. So can we say a little bit jaded, a little bit paranoid? This is someone who has been divorced or gone through a separation of sorts with another person. This is someone who's been through it. So the energy that she brings to the table is, I'm not okay. I'm very on guard, and I don't feel like I can trust you or anyone. And I'm always questioning everything that you do, everything that you say. I'm reading more into it than you probably would imagine. It's also this energy of I'm watching you. In a sense, I'm watching you. Is the Queen of Swords very open to love? No. She actually kind of closes the door on love because she went through a divorce with her King of Swords. So she's like not even open to it until she meets the right one, right? Or until the King of Swords says sorry. I would say the Queen of Swords is a loyal person. She doesn't like lies. All she asks for is honesty and loyalty. Respect. Just respect me enough to tell me the truth. So respect may be a big thing for you or this person. We'll kind of see how it plays out. Let's see what's going on. Your person has, I'm absolutely obsessed with you, obsession. I'm no good. I'm in toxic vibes. You sparked something deep inside of me, ignition. Let's clarify these energies. Who's obsessed? 4 cups. Could be a Cancerian that is obsessed. Can't let this go. Clinging, hanging on, overly focused on this connection, and feeling hopeless about it. Like, you know what? I don't know why I'm obsessed. I might as well give up. It's never going to work. Page of Pentacles is with the I'm no good toxic. Every little offer is toxic. It's only ever physical. All this relationship has had going on this far is sex. Sex, flirtation, romance, maybe a little small talk here and there with the page. Small talking, how's your day? How's the kids? What are they up to? Oh, okay, cool. How are you feeling? What's going on with you guys? That's the small talk. The other stuff, it's like all I have to offer is physical. So maybe you guys meet up for sexcapades or something like that. I don't know. Supporting this, you sparked a change inside of me, a light, an ignition. There's a flame still lit for you. What's going on here? Wow, marriage. Someone that doesn't believe in marriage believes this could be a good marriage for whatever reason, and I'm surprised. I am. Because of this. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that someone is actually considering marriage after a divorce, and someone over here is feeling extremely helpless. They don't even know this is going on. They don't even know this is happening. I think what's happening here is this person cannot offer commitment because they're jaded. They've kind of given up on love. This may be a heavily held secret that you had no idea about. You know, you ever meet those confident people that flirt, have fun, they're in relationships even, and you're like, oh my God, they're such a relationship kind of person. But deep down, they're like, nah, I'm just here for the money, or I'm just here for the sake of it, or I'm just here because I need a roommate. Um, I'm just here because I need someone to help me out financially with my my lifestyle. I'm not here because I'm in love and I believe in marriage. You know, it's like meeting those girls that marry richer old men. They necessarily don't believe in love. They believe chivalry is dead. They believe there's no real good men out there. They believe all men want is sex with someone hot. They believe that romance and love is dead. It's not even a thing. You know? And so they go and they marry rich, or they marry whoever they think they need to marry to get whatever they need to get in life. It's more of a transaction and an exchange than it is love. You know, a lot of people don't believe in love. They're just like, it's just a transaction. Who do you want to share your life with? As in, who do you want to share responsibilities with? Who do you want to share a home with? Who do you want to share financials with? Because I'm really not in love with them. And so I definitely am dealing with someone, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that just doesn't believe in love. Interesting enough. Under that, we also have Queen of Wands, which is, I may not believe in love, but I believe in passion. I believe in good passion. I believe in creativity. I believe in hot, passionate sex. I believe in chemistry. I just don't necessarily believe in love. And why? Because they're a wounded warrior. It's like, I'm not built for that. Maybe the one they loved died. Just like William Wallace lost his wife. She was murdered. So maybe they lost someone to a death. Maybe they lost someone they wish they never would have lost in a divorce. Who knows? But they got their heart broke somewhere along the way. Anyways, love just doesn't seem probable. They've kind of given up on it. Here, Six of Swords is I've moved on from love and I'm not looking for it. I've closed the door on love. It's really not my thing anymore. I'm more into my hobbies. I'm more into, who knows, you name it. But I'm more into other stuff. I'm just not into love. Those days are gone. It was a part of me that was open to love at one time. I wish I would have known you then, but that's not who I am now. Now they're just looking for self-gratification, whatever makes them happy in the moment. See, they're not looking for the 10 of Cups, which is two people in a family. They're just looking for some little happiness for themselves. And, you know, keep in mind, this could be you, this could be them. I'm not sure where the shoe fits here in this story, but we're just kind of reading it, seeing what's happening. I'll let you decide. What's interesting, what catches my eye in this reading is a little bit of contradiction. Someone doesn't believe in any of this stuff, but there's an idea, an inspiration, and a light inside of me that maybe I would marry again. So there's this hope in a hopeless world. I gotta write that down. Hope in a hopeless world that someone could actually believe in love. Isn't there a song by Rihanna that says, "We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place." I can't sing worth a darn, but I just wanted to sing the tune, so maybe you could pick up on it and be like, yeah, I've heard that song. So I don't know who Rihanna sings it with, but I don't know, that might be kind of this song. Because I do see it. I do see it. And somehow, and you know what? That video was toxic, actually. It was a hopeless place because they were in a really crappy apartment in the video. I think there might have been drinking, drugs. That's what it looked like in the video. Losers everywhere. And they weren't dressed properly. She had some mascara going down her eyes. Like, it was weird. But they were there together. Like, they were hurting. And they went there to ease their pain, drinking and drugs or whatever. And then they found love in each other. So it's like they both went through hell or a heartbreak or who knows what, you know? And here they are. And they're like, you know what? I met you in a hopeless place. I didn't believe in love. I thought I was run down. I thought this was it for that. I'm just trying to ease my pain with my life. And then here you come. Here you come and you give me hope in a hopeless place. That's kind of what this reading is about, I believe. And somehow, even though things are not going swimmingly, this person, ironically, is committed to the soulmate energy, which is like, I'm not leaving you. I don't think I could ever really leave you alone. That's the commitment. I can't leave you alone. I don't want to leave you alone. I know we're meant to be. I know you're the one. And I am committed to our love commitment. It doesn't say I'm committed to our marriage, but it's I'm committed to our love commitment. It doesn't say I'm committed to our relationship because it's not in here. I'm committed to our love commitment, which is I don't have marriage with you. We're definitely not engaged. We're not even boyfriend, girlfriend. We're not even confirmed partners. But we have a love commitment. And the commitment is I can't leave you alone. I want to see you. I want to hold you. I want to kiss you. I want to touch you. I want to talk to you. The love commitment is I can't leave you alone. Underneath that, we have it feels like I'm losing my mind, the awakening. Then we have higher power. God, I pray you will forgive me. And I feel like it's God they're praying to. He's got an X5 on his neck, which is devil card, and we do have toxic. So this person realizes they are toxic. They know they've got issues. Ironically, under this, we have regrets. I regretted it the second I saw pain in your eyes. Regrets. A lot of regrets. This person is full of regrets. Under that, look at all these commitment cards. We got all the good ones. We got the commitment card, the unconditional card. Thank you for showing me what unconditional love is. And right under that, we have another good card, and it's I will choose comfort. You feel like home. That's nice. So you feel like home to this person. I'm hearing all your perfect imperfections. What is that song from? Oh, I will give my all to you. That's what it is. I'll give my all to you, and you're going to give your all to me. And I'm hearing, I fell in love with all your perfect imperfections. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, John Legend. The fact that they said all your perfect imperfections, I feel a very conservative, insecure, Cancerian, watery, feminine energy here. Someone that has been beaten up in the heart, thinks lowly of themselves in some sense, like there's a lot of insecurities. A big lack of confidence for sure. Typical with Cancerian energy though. This person has been beat up in the heart and maybe beat up by family. It's someone that doesn't realize how beautiful they are or how handsome they are. You know, someone that doesn't realize that because they don't believe that, because they have a lot of insecurities. So this is a person that doesn't realize how beautiful they are inside and out. They don't see it. They don't have that kind of confidence. They're like, I'm really not. Maybe at one time they used to have confidence, but they don't anymore. And then we have this other person here coming in very strong air sign element, maybe air and fire. And this person, I don't think their confidence is beat down, but their heart is. And this person's just like, I'm so cold. Life is cold. Love is cold. Family's cold. Everything's cold. I don't believe in that. Negative, pessimistic, for sure. One of those quirky people that are difficult to be around, definitely prickly. And ironically, this insecure person sees the beauty in that person. They're like, no, you're not cold and cynical. You're funny. No, you're not mean and harsh. You're actually really cool to hang out with. No, you're not difficult to be around. You're actually really romantic and playful, and I find that attractive. You know, you're not busted down, old, broke, whatever. You're creative, interesting, mysterious, and there's a heart of gold buried in this treasure box that you keep locked up that no one can see. You know, it's like, I can see that in you. You're not the beast everyone thinks you are. You're very kind and very beautiful inside. So there's this beautiful attraction that two people share that nobody else sees but them. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Let's see a confession here. Okay, so I can't watch TV anymore. I can't listen to music. I can't even drive somewhere without a reminder of us coming on the screen, driving by, in a movie, in a commercial. It doesn't matter whether it's even a comedy or an action movie. Whatever I see, there's reminders of you when I'm apart from you. All of these reminders have pieces of us in them. So reminders, jokes. I'm hearing movies like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, The Mexican, Pretty Woman, even crazy movies like Dune, or sci-fi movies, you know, just Fast and Furious movies, 1980s movies, you know, the romance that went on back in those days. Just all of that. There's like reminders. And it's like, that's like us. That's like us. There's a lot of things that remind them of you. It's just like us. And so with the moon, these are their secrets. They keep it to themselves. They don't talk about it. They don't tell you. They don't tell nobody. Like, oh, I'm seeing signs. They don't. But it's all in their mind. They know it's their secret. They're also seeing a lot of I feel 1111s. I do feel that. A lot of symmetry. A lot of 1111, but it could even be 1010, 22, duplicates, mirror reflections, even like 1221. They're seeing it and they're like, I'm thinking of you. And there's the crab, there's the Cancerian energy again, the full moon. Every time they look at the full moon, they're thinking of you. They can't go by a moon or a starlit sky and not think about you. They're deeply connected to you. What are these universal signs? Moon goddess, universal signs. Wow. Moon reminders, moon. I mean, they're definitely reminded by you. I am harmonious and I flow with the moon's energy and all the phases of life. You guys have been through quite a few cycles. It feels like there's something common. Do you guys have a specific cycle? Like it starts up again one way, and then it phases into the middle another way, and then you phase out to the waning moon. Here's what I see your cycle is. You start to talk. There's a lot of flirting, teasing, having fun, happy, excited energy, looking forward to see one another, looking forward to the messages from one another. It's playful and young. It feels like high school again, or your young 20s, whatever. And then it phases into the full moon, which is hot, passionate, fulfilling sexual energy, intensity, where I think you guys obviously go to fourth base for the home run. You make it. It builds up to that moment where you guys get down and dirty. That's right, down and dirty. You get into it, right? Full moon. It's like, woo, we had to let that come off, you know, all that tension building up, all the desires. And then once that happens and you've released some kind of tension there, we're going to go ahead and say sexual tension, intimate romantic tension. Then it goes into a waning phase where it's like I'm pulling away. We're not talking as much. Texting is periodic. Maybe it's not even every day. It's touching base with one another, but no physical. It's like the physical kind of weaned out, you know? And it just slowly kind of faded into more talk. And you're probably left thinking, what did I do wrong? Did I smell bad? Does my breath smell? Did I do it wrong? Did I say something to offend him or her? What did I do? We were building up to this moment. We get to the moment and then crickets, silent treatment, perhaps. Or you just get that vibe, right, with the moon. It's just the vibe. The vibe changes and you're like, you don't want to bring it up, but you're like, what happened? What changed? We were talking all the time throughout the day, getting together all the time, tickling, playing, teasing. I miss you, you miss me. And then we do that and then you start to phase off. Why? What did I do? What happened? What did I say? Did I do something? And so there's this questioning, and someone here is obsessed. Obsessed. What happened? What on earth did I do to you to push you away like this? Let me get something real quick, guys. I'll be right back. Okay. So anyways, someone's like, I can't figure it out, and I'm obsessed to figure it out. I'm determined to find out what was said, what happened, etc. But here's the deal with these cycles, then it starts up again. And I feel like this has happened about 4 times, maybe a little more. Okay, maybe it is more. But I feel 4 times. And it could have been over a course of 2 months. It could have been 4 times over a course of 2 years. Could have been 4 years. Could have been 5 years, whatever. It's like whatever happened, there is this cycle though. And it doesn't matter how long the cycle is. I don't think that's relevant. It's just these are what the things that happen. So I want you to, is that me? Is that us? Look at it, see if it's a cycle. Definitely try to figure out what your cycle is. If it's not, there's got to be a cycle involved. It may not be the cycle I mentioned, but there's a cycle here, and it happens. And anyways, the universe is just confirming that. I want to confirm a few zodiac signs. The biggest one I want to confirm involving with is the sign of Cancer. I hate to say that name, especially people lose people they die of cancer. I hate that the zodiac sign is named after a disease, like, because it just, especially, you know how it is. So I hate saying the word cancer. I wish they would change that. Call them crabs. I don't care. We're going to go ahead and just call it Cancerian. Okay? Cancerian. I think that's just more comfortable for a lot of other people. So Cancerian. This is a Cancerian. And it's confirmed with 3 cards. As you all know, the moon rules the sign of Cancer. Cancerian. I did it again. The moon rules the sign of Cancerian. And we have a woman goddess here, and she's got her dress made of water. So to me, that's very Queen of Cups. And anyways, the 4 of Cups is an overly emotional person. It's looking in doom and gloom. It's very Cancerian because it's about going into your shell, losing interest in a lot of things, feeling depressed. And even when Spirit is bringing a cup and a message of love to you, it's, I'm not interested. I'm so depressed. I'm so gloomy. I'm so not into this that I don't even want the cup you're offering. And sometimes it can be seen as, I'm overlooking a good offer. So could you flip this and say, is this man or woman overlooking you? Meaning they don't see what's right in front of them? They don't see true love right in front of them? I gotta write that down because I do think that. They don't see true love right in their face. They don't see it. So there's a very strong confirmation of Cancerian. The other sign that I do feel here, believe it or not, is Scorpio. I don't see any of those zodiac confirmation of the Scorpio in the cards, but I feel the Scorpio presence because it's dark and it's secretive and it's elusive, but it's also very deep, a very deep connection. So Scorpio and Cancerian have been confirmed. I also want to confirm Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, all three. Why Aquarius? Because Aquarius separates, cuts off, gets distance, tries not to have any emotions attached. Aquarians tend to be very good at moving on. They have a lot of inner emotions, of course, that's not expressed, but it looks easy to everybody else because they will delete a phone number. Aquarius will throw out pictures. Aquarius will sleep with another person quickly to move on from their partner. An Aquarius will basically cut themselves off from something. And I think of them a lot like an octopus. I know that's weird, but I think of Aquarius as octopi, because if you cut off their arm, they're going to regrow it. So Aquarians are good at cutting someone off and finding love elsewhere. They don't stay stuck or obsessed. They will hurt. They will cry. They will suffer. And a lot of that's under the covers, right? We don't see it. But they will regrow their limb. They will move on. They will get over someone. But Aquarians are the kings and queens of separation and cutting off partners in what feels like to the rest of us a very harsh way. And that's because they have their eyes on the future. And then you're going to go into Gemini, and Gemini plays a lot of back and forth sometimes, you know, and I feel that here with this, I don't mean to come and go, but I can't stay away from you. I know I'm not ready to give you what you deserve, so I just run. That to me is very Gemini. That's very jovial. That's very playing games. And it's like, that's not right. But Gemini kind of hangs in the game even when they don't have the game to play right now, because they think they're going to pick up on how to do it sooner or later. So Gemini's interested in learning and growing, so they kind of hang on until they figure out how to go with this, or they decide, I tried it, but I can't go with this. So a lot of people see Gemini as a player when they can be, but really they're just trying to figure out if they've got what it takes to do this or not. And they're just trying to hang in there as much as they can. So Geminis give it their best. And I do see that here. And then I see the Libra energy for I'm trying to please everybody. And maybe that's my problem. I wear masks. I try to please people at work and make them believe I'm this type of person. And I try to please my lover at home and make them believe I'm this kind of person. And I try to please the kids and the friends, my neighbors, whatever. And I'm this kind of person, but I'm not. I'm not. And then it goes to, I really don't know who I am. Libra is, who am I? Am I this person on TV? Or am I this person in real life? Am I this person in a relationship? Or am I completely different out of a relationship? With Libra, I like to think they are big believers of commitment. They want that idealistic public face, which is I have it all together in work and relationship. They want the perfect balance in life. They do want balance. But I like to think of that sometimes even as the runaway bride. With Julia Roberts, and the reporter is always asking her questions. What do you see in this guy? What do you see in this guy? And she's been through 4 weddings or 5 weddings or whatever it is, and she always runs at the altar. And then he starts doing the research, and he tells her, you know what kind of eggs do you like? And she's like, that's a stupid question. And so she answers him, and then he finds out she only likes the eggs depending on what kind of eggs the guy that she's with likes. So the current fiance liked Eggs Benedict. So she liked Eggs Benedict. The previous boyfriend, fiance, whatever, liked fried eggs. She liked fried eggs. Then one was poached, etc., scrambled with cheese on top, omelet. And it's like he interviewed all her husbands or all her fiancés, whatever. And he asked them a weird question. It's like at the end of interviewing them, he goes, what kind of eggs did she like? How'd she like her eggs? You must have had breakfast with her a million times. And each of them said the kind of eggs they remembered she liked. And they always said, she liked the same kind of eggs I liked. So then when he went to her, he told her that. He was like, you know what? I've asked and interviewed all of them. You know what kind of eggs they said you liked? Whatever eggs they liked. He's like, the reason you keep getting married all the time is because you don't know who you are. You're trying to blend in like a chameleon and be the perfect person for the person you meet. You're not being authentic. So it doesn't matter how many relationships you've had, you've never been real in any of them. It's fake. So ironically, that's kind of what I feel coming on with Libra in this reading. So those are the signs. Those are the signs that come through to me. Cancerian, for the emotional overtone of this reading, there is a lot of emotions. We have a lot of depression. We have a lot of sadness, but we also have a lot of romance and love. And we have this great energy of commitment here. Great energy of commitment. Wonderful energy of true love. So that's all Cancerian. Then we have the undertone of dark secrets, Scorpio, secret love, secret feelings, secret thoughts. I don't really share them with you. And why? Because one partner is not sharing with the other partner that they're really insecure. And they're not a very confident person. They don't let anyone know that. And the other person doesn't want anyone to know that they have real loving feelings underneath the facade of I'm disconnected and I don't care. I'm not into you romantically. That's the situation with I'm no good. That they know that that's their toxic trait. Their toxic trait, honestly, very Scorpio, very sexual overtone of the reading as well. And that's the biggest part of Mars and Scorpio here today is I want to have good sex. I want to have good chemistry. But I tell you, Queen of Swords, in a very harsh, cold way, after sex or chemistry, I don't want a relationship and I don't have any romantic feelings for you, which at the end of the day is bull. You know what? Okay? And that's the moon. There's more to the surface than meets the eye. There's more to me than what I said. There's more. And we had all those commitment cards. Love, romance, commitment. And then we go over here and we have a spark, an inspiration, an ignition, a fire inside of them about what? Marriage? That's the big secret. Someone here is pretending they don't want marriage when they do. They're just scared to admit it. They're scared to think about it, and they're scared to embrace it with this person. Why? Because all they've ever really shared about themselves is the cold, hard exterior and the I'm no good toxicity. That's what they've shown. That's what's been shared. 3 under this is your scent is addictive. And I swear I can smell you when you're gone. So there is something about scent. Maybe you did smell. I don't know. Maybe it was a good smell. Maybe it was a bad smell. I don't know. But there's a smell situation going on here. Just FYI. And maybe it's your pheromones keeping this person interested. I don't know. But whatever it is, we have obsession and addiction. So I can't get enough of it. We have, I want you to kiss me like you mean it and look me in the eyes. So there's a lack of kissing. That's what's happening here also. This is a note. This is a truth. This is a truth bomb. Kissing happens, but it's not often. Yes, kissing happens, but you could probably count on your fingers how many times. It's like, and the passion is crazy when you do kiss, they pull away. So I want you to kiss me and look at me in the eyes. And there's this, I can't look at you in the eyes. Why? Because I can't look at you in the eyes because I lied to you. And I'm sorry. Like, I lied to you. I lied to you for many reasons, one of which I know we have a connection. And I don't want to admit that. I know we have a soulmate connection, unlike any other. I try really hard to deny that, but I can't ignore the signs I receive. That's the moon. That's the I can't watch TV without reminders of you in the movies, the commercials, blah, blah, blah. Those are the signs, the 1111, the 222, etc. Those are the signs. They're like, you know what? Dang it. Dang it. I can't deny this. I can't deny this to myself. I know this. I'm lying to you. I want more. But we always go back to this card, this sense of stubbornness right here. The reason I come and go is because I just can't stay away for sure. Cannot stay away from you. Hello. Lots of reasons why. But I'm not ready to give you all I know you deserve, so I run. This is the classic, I'm going to stand in the door and not let anybody else come into your life. But I'm also not going to step out of the way. Like, no, that's what I mean. I'm not going to step out of the way. I want to be here. I want to be in your life. And I don't want anybody else to step in and take you. So I'm going to block the door. And that's what's happening. They're definitely blocking the door. You've been unable to move on. Maybe they've been unable to move on if this is reversed for them. I don't know how the story's going to work. But I'm not committing to you, but I don't want you to hook up with anybody else. Interesting. Spirit's like, there we have it. Spirit's like, they are in a harmonious flow with you. Like, they're in a flow. These are cycles. They, like I said earlier, it could be a year, 2 years, 4 years, 8 years, whatever. It's this flow, though, even if it's 2 months. And it's, they flirt, they get close, they talk to you all the time. You guys have a peak, and they disappear. Now, Spirit says the energy here is to kind of get balanced, get grounded, get into a vibration of marriage. I think the biggest problem here for this couple today is neither of them, that means you and them, are in a vibration of marriage. You have a spark, you have an inspiration, there's something inside of you that wants it, but you are not living as if you are including that partner in your life. I want you to take notes. You're going to have to be very cautious if you want this. If you don't give a diddly darn, then why are you watching me and don't take notes? Anyways, note number 1. Always consider your partner. As if they're already there. Meaning, when you go out to a restaurant alone, look at the menu. Picture what they would probably order. Picture what you would probably drink versus what you drink alone if they were there. And then at the end of the meal, picture the price. What would it be with both of you? I'm not saying tip the waitress as much as the other meal, but maybe. Maybe that's considering they're already there. If you would usually pay for dinner, pay the amount that you would have paid if they had been there. That's kind of visualizing and pretending that they're actually already there in your life. If you're dining alone. If you're not dining alone, obviously you're already spending money on kids or other people, so you don't, maybe you don't want to add to that, but consider them. What would it be if they were there? If you go to a gym and you set yourself up with a gym membership, ask, what is the price for a couple? Just start to inquire visually and verbally and mentally and emotionally. Set your brain up to start considering the other person. Okay, this is what it would cost for a couple's membership. Instead of walking in the door and saying, I just want to know what it is for a singles membership. Ask, inquire, imagine. And then maybe imagine going to the gym with your partner. How often would you go? A lot of people find out if they're single, they would go to the gym a lot more. If they're taken, it's statistics, they spend a lot more time at home. And they usually go to the gym on weekends or maybe 2 times a week in the evening. They don't go every day, and they don't spend as many hours as they normally would at the gym when they're with a partner. Why? There's lots of good reasons. 1, cooking dinner together. 3, cleaning, laundry, chores, duties to kind of make each other feel comfortable and happy at home. 4, dates, movies, out to eat, perhaps going on a jog, going to the mountains, whatever, visiting people, friends and family, going out to bars at night, whatever. Couples just don't go to the gym as much. And let's not forget the last bit, sex. Couples engage in a lot more sex, obviously, than a single person, so they don't hit the gym as much. Now, of course, I'm not speaking about those gym fanatic couples that their lives are the gym. Like maybe somebody works at a gym, or they both just hardcore gym people, and they're like, yeah, we got to go to the gym 4 hours a day, but they'll go together. Now, those people, they'll spend more time at the gym because they enjoy it. They'd much rather be at the gym than having sex. They'd much rather be at the gym than eating food. They'd much rather be at the gym than folding clothes and laundry at home. So those people that enjoy the gym, of course, that's a whole different scenario. Okay? But anyways, step number 1, right? The notes I want you to take is always consider your partner is already there. So in the midst of family discussions, family events, holidays, maybe invite them, or just think of what it would be like if they were there. Start to visualize and picture them. If you're playing a family game of Uno with your brothers and sisters or parents, whatever, and you're all alone there, imagine if there's an empty seat next to you and them being with you and how they would be playing Uno with you. This is a step of visualization and manifestation. That's the vibration for always considering the partner always already there. And maybe your partner has baggage. Maybe they've got kids. Maybe they've got dogs and cats. Include them in your thoughts. What would it be like if I blended their family with mine? Their dog came along for the ride, their cat, their multiple dog, cat, kids, whatever. It's like, what would my life be like? Do I have enough room is the next question. Well, it's the next step. Number 2, do you have room for them in your life? And I've been over this a few years ago, but it's been a while since I reminded you guys. But your dresser, your closet, your bed. Is there an extra nightstand on the other end? Part of feng shui is huge in relationships. Huge. So I'll give you some helpful hints. 1, red sheets or sheets with burgundy, fuchsia, red, all the dark reds and purples, dark pinks. They inspire passion and sex in the bedroom. What you wear to bed inspires passion and sex. Are you wearing the colors that inspire that? Color therapy, colors are a thing. Colors as far as your nightstands or the coloring in your bedroom at night when you're there. That's very important to call in and create a romantic environment. Candles. Obviously, the energy of fire creates passion and sex and chemistry. So candles, those new cool lanterns they have, like I see it all over Pinterest and everywhere, they have these really cool propane or these liquid little torches, but they're like in glass. It's like a new popular thing. But to have one of those on each side of the bedroom would be very cool, very romantic, stimulating passion and sex. So anyways, also pinks. Pinks, light florals, light purple, pastels, light pink, pale powder blue even. They can stimulate friendship and communication. You know? And that could be a closeness. Just a closeness between two people. Chemistry, closeness, and friendship. Being on the same page. Being opening up to one another. And feeling close. You know? I see that works really well for a lot of people that want to fix bad relationships. Having that, switching your sheets out every other week is a good chemistry. You know, 1 week have the light colors, another week have the darks, and just kind of keep a good flow, keep a good balance. But anyways, the whole having room in their closet for your partner if you're single is crucial. A lot of single people, and I like to think of, what's her name from Sex and the City? She has her closet space and it's full. There's not an inch or a space for anyone else to move in with her or be with her. And notice throughout that whole show, she's always looking for a partner, but they never stay because they can't combine their life with her. They can't combine it. It's like there's no room for me in your life. Even in her marriage, she ended up keeping her apartment because she couldn't let go of it. She was attached to her singleness. And that's something, oh, Carrie Bradshaw. That's something Carrie Bradshaw carried with her throughout the series, even when her husband died. That throughout, from the beginning to end, she held on to her singleness. And she always ended up single. Now, the time that she wanted to have a husband and be with him is when they decided to be together and have their own place. And that's when married life really happened for her. And I believe they got the place before the marriage. That's a key component to visualization. And they go and get this beautiful apartment, penthouse, whatever you want to call it, with a huge closet. Guess what? With enough room for him. He had a whole side of the closet just for him. It was a walk-in bedroom is what it was, but it's a whole closet just for him. They integrated him having his workout space there. They integrated decorating as in together, what they both like. It wasn't just her. And it wasn't just him. So yeah, step number 2. Do you have room and are you considering this partner in your home? Even if you plan on being with this partner and moving out and being in their house, still do it for yours. Even if you have a small 1-bedroom and they have a house, like still do it for yours because you have to consider them being there. And it just opens up the doorway that I'm ready for a partner. I am ready and willing and capable of having a partner in my life. What's interesting about the universe is whenever there's empty space, really empty space, the universe wants to fill it. It wants to fill it. Now, one example, just in the house, Kim Kardashian. As someone that studies feng shui, I really like to look at that kind of stuff, home decor. And she has lots of white, muted colors, and lots of space, very minimal furniture, minimal anything. And her hallways and bedrooms and just rooms in the home are very empty. So it's just big and open, and that feels very, very lonely. Now, she attracts partners because her romance is turned on. So what she wears, her perfume, her lingerie, her hair, how she's always on the lookout for love, that attracts romance. But the marriage is difficult for her, and it has a lot to do with her home. And notice it's just very empty, and there's a lot of distance between her and her relationships, either long distance or emotional distance, but there's a lot of distance, and that's all feng shui. Even her children and her, I believe, in my opinion, have a lot of distance between one another emotionally, mentally, because of the home. There's not a closeness there. There's not comfort. So I definitely get the feeling she's not comfortable around people. She's probably much more of I like to be alone and isolated kind of person. You know, very Piscean, whatever. Anyways, notice on holidays, when it's time to gather the family, when it's time to attract people into your home and come visit, have a drink, hang out, watch scary movies, let's get together as family. Let's group in with the universe of other people decorating for these holidays. It's where you kind of come together with Aquarian energy and like, we're all going to connect together. We're all decorating at the same time. Now, she's a little weird and quirky on her decor. It's definitely different, but it fills up every space, every void. I was overlooking her decorations this past year. For Halloween, she hired someone to make spider webs throughout every empty void in her house, all around the living room, down these massive hallways and corridors, entryways, anywhere there was space. Huge spider web. It was like you had to walk through this hall of webs to get there. And I believe she had a big spider put somewhere. But again, she had to fill every void. So it doesn't matter what taste of decor you have. It's the fact that she's filling every void with decorations because she wants people to feel closer around the holidays. She doesn't like them to be closer in the other days, but on the holidays, come over. It's a welcome sign. Christmas, same thing. She had hallways full of Christmas trees, very much simulating the White House. Like 50 freaking trees all over her house with snow, like bringing the outdoors in. It was beautiful. It was like a winter wonderland forest in her house. Very Pisces again. She has quite the imagination and creativity. And I love her creativity. I think it's very creative. I'm down. I'm down with it, actually. And I'm not a Kardashian fan, but I'm down. So I love it. But again, that's her inner spirit getting along with others to bring them in. And so anyways, I'm gonna end with that on the whole feng shui thing. But God, do you see how that brings people in? So if you have a lot of void in your house, consider that. Consider how you might be pushing people away with void. A loud, empty castle. Okay. So you want to create spaces in your home for coupleship. I don't even know if that's a word, but I have it. It's coupleship. Where are places you and your partner can integrate? Do you have a little home gym in your house? Do you have a coffee nook with 2 chairs? Maybe 4, but just intimate little places. How about a love seat? Or a special place for couples to sit on the sofa with a blanket right there and like cuddling. If you have a large enough master bedroom, do you have 2 chairs and a sitting area around your bed or in a corner for just sitting down, taking off your clothes for the day, talking, perhaps reading a book, having a couple drinks, just away from the house? Those are important. Master bedrooms are really important for people that have children because children tend to overtake the whole house. And, you know, you can't really find privacy, private conversations, private, perhaps sexual movies, whatever. And you can only have that kind of privacy on your own in your own bedroom. You can lock the door. So think about that if you are living alone and perhaps you have a house and you have a master bedroom. Consider making a space for a couple in your bedroom. And yes, last but not least, make room in your closet and your dressers and your bathroom for another partner to be there. Keep it empty. Yes, create the void. Let the universe fill the void. You want a voided, empty wall in the closet if you have a large walk-in. If you have just a small closet, you want a space, enough space for someone else. Shoes, everything. You want to create that space. In the dresser, I would say keep it, because you don't want your dresser to look empty. Have one empty drawer at the bottom. And then on the top 2 drawers, keep a little bit of space between each piece of section of clothing. You don't want it packed tight to the brim. You want space, little voids, to where if you wanted to bring someone in, you could definitely relocate your stuff to one side. You know, just keep it loose. So that's how you can create room for a partner when you're single. There's lots of other bits of advice I have to give you. Magical advice, certain kinds of gemstones and pendants, bracelets, spells, all tidbits of magic. If you want to know more about how to bring someone in, consider my life coaching. It's actually relationship coaching mostly on my website that is available, and you can go there, check it out, and I will help coach you on manifesting your partner with communication and love. I have a wealth of knowledge to share. It would take multiple videos to share it. So if you are looking to attract a specific partner, I'm your girl. Go order the love coaching, the life coaching. We'll talk about what's going on with you and him or you and her. We'll tour your house, see where it needs fixing. We will talk about tricks like these. Suggestions will be given. You don't have to take them, but they will be given. And rituals will be given to you. Spells will be given to you. Different things you can do, exercises and visualization, manifestation. And you can call this person in your life. Anyways, that's available. It's on my website. So anyways, number 1, always consider your partner. Number 2, do you have room? And these are the vibrations you need to have. Last but not least, and I've got more advice, but I'm just going to keep 3 here today. Yeah, love coaching. That's what I'm going to change it to, love coaching. Love in life. Because I also do coaching about money. But last, do you feel whole? Do you feel whole? W-H-O-L-E. Are you feeling complete? This is a key topic, and it's very contradictory because people ask, well, why would I need to feel 100% whole and complete while the other part of my life I'm living empty, I'm making room, I'm calling in a partner. Clearly I'm not whole. Clearly I'm not complete. I want my partner in my life. It's weird, but when it comes to yourself, you have to feel whole. You have to have an abundance. You're going to want to write that down, an abundance of self-love. There are steps, of course. 1, buy yourself flowers. Gentlemen, if you're not into flowers, you're totally straight and you're like, I'm not going to have flowers in my house. I don't want my girl to ever buy me flowers. What do you want your girl to buy you? Food? Probably. Food? We're not talking about sex here. Get your mind off it, fellas. What do you want your girl to buy you? Clothing? Cologne? What about cards of appreciation? I find this very intriguing with men, that they love to be praised, respected, and they love words of affirmation because it's respectful and it reminds them that they're appreciated. So for men, I actually do my coaching. I have a whole different trick for men, but I'll give you a freebie here. Men, buy yourself cards from Walgreens, cards of appreciation. To my husband, I appreciate you and everything you do for our family. I love and adore you, and I'm more in love with you today than I've ever been. And I know I'm going to be more in love with you tomorrow than I've ever been. You are everything to me, and I can't imagine my life without you. Or you're a partner I want to grow old with. You're my best friend. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Thank you for being my support. Thank you for being my protector. Thank you for everything, taking care of yourself and being good to the family or whatever. Buy yourself these cards, because the tune, the energy, and the vibration of that card, honey, is going to call on the kind of partner you're going to get. Ladies, maybe you could do the same. That's usually advice I give to men, but, ladies take it up too. Buying yourself cards for Valentine's Day, anniversaries, Christmas, just random. That's really going to call in the kind of partner that you're going to have in your life. It sets the tone. So buy flowers or cards. That's number 2. That's an abundance of self-love. You're welcome, Stephen. Marcus, you buy rocks? Honey, then do it. If you want your love partner to buy you rocks, total gemstone freak, I'm with you on that. Buy yourself more gemstones. And if you are in the business of buying gemstones, why not buy gemstones that attract love? Rhodonite is really good. Ruby is obviously great. There's a ruby fluorite that's really good. Obviously, pink crystal quartz. Okay, that's duh. But there's a lot of other gemstones that would attract love and romance. And buy them. Set them up where you're having a love call. Put out your love call. Anyways, so buy flowers, buy cards. That's part of self-love, self-care. Why? Because you're treating yourself with respect. You're treating yourself with love. You are having a relationship with yourself. I know some people think that's crazy, but it's true. When you have a really healthy relationship with yourself, you're going to attract a healthy partner. So if you're in the business of that, do it. And also cook. Cook meals. It may not be for everybody, but I will say 9 out of 10 statistically in relationships, cook more at home. A, it's way more expensive to eat out, but B, it's also time for you guys to come together and spend time with each other and to talk about your day. Cooking together is great. If you want to cook with your partner, imagine putting on some love music, cooking with your partner, and how that would feel to be having one person chop up some veggies, the other person preparing the meat and the pans or the wine or whatever. Imagine wine if need be, or whatever other drink. Perhaps you need a whiskey, a whiskey for the night. I don't know. But imagine what that kind of looks like. Now, it could be that you get a partner that works late and maybe doesn't have time to come home and help cook, or they work a really dirty job and they have to come home and shower first and wind down. They can't just come home and immediately cook. This is why I do recommend traditional settings for relationships. If you can't have that, that's fine. Both people can work and still make this work. If both people work, cook a meal together. If one person gets to work really hard, it's nice to come home to a nice meal. And this is where I do switch it up. For someone that maybe you're visualizing and manifesting being a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home wife or a stay-at-home dad or whatever, however you picture your relationship, maybe just imagine, instead of the couple cooking, which is great for 2 workers, but just imagine maybe creating a nice meal for someone and do it every night for yourself. Go in there, wash those vegetables really nice, Get a nice menu for the week. Whenever you're in a relationship and you're a stay-at-home wife or husband, you want to have a nice menu. So you want to have Sunday to whenever. Maybe you guys go out on Saturdays. So, you don't cook on that day, but whatever. Just have your menu out for the week, and just make it nice. If you live at home alone with kids, they'll appreciate it, even though there's no dad around, even though there's no man in the house. The kids will appreciate that you are creating a mood at night for conversation and a nice meal. And if you're all alone, creating a nice meal for yourself is creating the vibe. And I do suggest turning off the TV. TV brings other people into the relationship. People highly suggest in feng shui do not have a TV in the bedroom, although I can't keep to that. I can't keep to that, but they suggest don't, because it brings a lot of people into the relationship. A lot of gossip, a lot of friends, family. If you want to keep your relationship more one-on-one, get the TV out. So I'm not even following my own advice, but there it is. Secondly, when you're cooking dinner, no TV. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Who does that? Listen, Linda, listen, it works. There are people that do it. Create the vibe for your children and you guys to commune, to talk, to have good drinks, to have dinner at the table, and no TV. Music is acceptable. Fireplace on the TV is acceptable, but no. I got a phone call and I forgot to put my phone on focus so it doesn't interrupt our reading. So my apologies for that. Anyways, so cooking is going to become a thing. Cooking is important. It's more important than you could think. Why? Because everybody needs to eat. It's something every human has to do. And if you want a partner, they're going to be eating too. So don't live your life cheaply, sporadically, without schedule. Not when you want to involve another partner. There has to be harmony and balance. It's good function for the both of you. You can't wing it. You can't be like, what do you want to do for dinner? I don't know. What do you want to do? You know how many fights spark up because people don't know what they're going to have for dinner? Do you know how many problems happen in relationships because people decide, let's just go get McDonald's? That's bad for their health, number one, and that's going to create bad sex, number two, but it also creates fights. And then money becomes an issue. We're not saving enough. We're not spending right. We're not eating right. You don't want to start off on the wrong foot. So it's better for someone to be at home, of course, and create the home environment. But if you're two workers, create meals together. So anyways, cooking, obviously you guys get the drift. It's important. Plan it. You're adults. You know what to do. So this is all, believe it or not, are you whole by yourself? These are things you have to do by yourself. So instead of bringing home Taco Bell and sitting on the couch and eating and watching your favorite show, although I love doing that and that's badass and awesome, this is the time not for that. If you are needing to call someone into your life, create that meal by yourself. Look pretty, look handsome. You're not going to be sitting there with stank breath, stanky drawers, stanky panties, okay, or drama in that hygiene area. And sitting on the couch and flopping. No. When you have someone, you're going to look nice, smell nice, create nice meals. So we're going to move into the next piece of whole and abundant. You guys are all grown. I know most of you guys are over your 30s, 40s, so I'm speaking to the choir. But I'm just saying, for whoever needs to hear it, hygiene. This is part of number 2. And it's, do you feel whole? Do you feel complete? Hygiene is so important. Single people have worse hygiene. It's statistically proven. Believe it or not, and it's scary to know this, but I think it was 6 out of 10 single people do not brush their teeth at night. I know. I was like, no, this is not good statistics, but there it is. They don't brush their teeth at night. 6 out of 10 people do not even shower every day. What? Yeah. And I think for women, it's like 8 out of 10 women don't shave when they're single. I know. And I've been a little bit guilty on that one myself, I'll have to admit, especially with the legs. It just doesn't happen all the time. But that's hygiene, man. Also, it's statistically proven that single people do not, and I'm not talking about 20s. 20s people are like in their own demographic. They're always looking for a partner, so they always look good. Like 20 somethings, y'all are good. You're probably not on this thing, but older people, this might be the thing. Doja, I know it's a must, honey. And Zelinda, I know this, but this is the statistics. I watched a whole singles interview thing once. It was a documentary. It's yeah. Anyways, so yeah, it was the teeth, it was the shaving, it was the showering. Scary, I know. Also, ironically, single people, and this would be, I think they said majority. I don't know what the statistics were on that one, but majority of the singles would not wash their sheets, but maybe every few months or unless it needed it. Yeah, I know. And I can't speak on that one. The guys I've dated, there's been some questionable sheets, but I don't know. There's some really cleansly people out there, and I'm not speaking about them. It's statistically. I know, Peaches. We're just speaking statistics here. Single people generally don't wash their sheets unless it needs to be done. Married people tend to wash their sheets monthly or even bi-weekly, and some fanatics weekly. But the facts have been proven that people in relationships generally have a cleaner bed. And people in relationships, guess what? Here's the good news. 9 out of 10 married people will make up their bed. That's pretty much 90%. 90% of married people, obviously it's not all, will make up their bed. So the other half is single people. They're like, nah, I'm just going to bed anyways. I mean, they probably pull their sheets up, straighten out the comforter, but they don't properly make it up. And I'm talking throw pillows, fancy materials. You got the throw blanket on the comforter. When you're single, it's like that's not necessary. But when you're married, you want the bedroom to look like an oasis. So a lot of married people tend to go all out as far as the bedroom. Or I guess we could say, maybe not even married people, but people that get a lot of action and someone's coming to their bed every night or just about every night, they probably spend a lot of time on their bedroom. So I guess I won't statistically put it out as only married people, but people that have a bed visitor often will take care of their bedding, okay? So anyways, if you're single, it's important, it's huge to make sure that your bed area is kept. Kept as if, yes, you want sex tonight. Kept as in, he's coming to your bedroom tonight, or she's coming to your bedroom tonight. What does it look like? What's going on in there? So this is, are you whole? Are you complete? This is ultimate self-love, self-care. The next piece is really crucial and important, and I am spending way too much time on this, but I'm sharing the tea with you, is therapy. All right? So this is number 4 here on the number 3 area of feeling whole and complete. Therapy. Okay, so we're on A, B, C. We're on D now, okay? So number 3, letter D, as far as the notes are going. And therapy. It's really important to get someone, anyone, check in with people. This is about your mental health. I think it's important for all relationships to have mental health. But do you feel complete? You need to make sure that you're seeing a therapist or a counselor, or you have a life coach, or me, a love coach, just at least for a place and time in your life. Even if it's just on YouTube and you can't afford anything, it's free on YouTube. Follow a specific psychiatrist that talks about issues. There's one on YouTube that I follow. It's called the Crappy Childhood Fairy. And she has lots of talks about, obviously, crappy childhood. Okay? And it's going to help you work on your issues. There's other people. He's French. He works on relationships. I don't know his name. I'll post it later. I think I posted him recently. You might want to check my community feed. But he talks about what to do in relationships. Okay? So a therapist about that. And obviously there's a lot of love therapists out there, narcissist therapists out there. You name it. But find one, get a love coach, get an actual in-person therapist, or just do it free on YouTube, whatever you can afford. But this is part of the self-love, self-care. You should be working on your mental health, and that's important and imperative. That's how do you say, that's non-negotiable. Today, in this day and age, you cannot be in a relationship with someone unless you seriously ask, have you worked on your mental health? What do you do to conquer depression? What do you do to handle your childhood situations? What do you do when you've had failed relationships or hardships at jobs? What do you do? You don't want that person to be like, oh, I just drink. I have random sex. Or you know what? I just bottle it down. I just don't deal with it. I bury it. Yeah, that's red flags. We don't need that. We need people that take care of their mental health, that know how to work through things. Why? Because it has a long-lasting marriage. That's what you want. You want someone to work through problems and not say, divorce is the answer because we're not getting along. You want someone to be able to, have some resolution with you. Have some ideas, at least, on how to make your relationship better. So anyways, are you working on your mental health? Okay. So these are the vibrations. Being grounded. Last but not least, for the area of self-care and abundance, is your spiritual energy. Are you grounded? Get grounded. Make sure you have an altar at home. Make sure you at least have a place to go outside where you can sit and ground and meditate. This is a very important part of your life. If you have a disconnect with spirit, you're going to have a disconnect in your relationship. So make sure you're grounded. And incense is great to have on your altar. This is not a manifestation altar. This is just where you go to get grounded. I find, and this is the truth, and I do it in my love coaching, and I'll talk to you about this too, get your vision board away from your altar. You should have a separate kind of altar for your vision board. A place where you sit to manifest, to do mantras out loud, to visualize, to feel, to get in that space. That's a whole separate area. Your altar needs to be a place of spiritual practice, calming, grounding, and peace, connecting with the spirit world. So you're going to want gemstones, incense, things of nature on that altar, whether it's a clipping of a pine tree or flowers, rocks for sure, gemstones, dirt, I can't think right now, a fish, an aquarium. Okay. All the elements should be there: fire, earth, air, water. Air would be a wind chime, some kind of hangy thing, even a fan plugged in would be nice. Or if you have a fan in the room, just have it going, create that air. And water, of course, we already mentioned that. So have all those elements. If you don't want dirt in your home, plants, obviously everywhere in that altar space. There's big plants with a lot of that dirt in there, some gemstones, there's earth. Earth is present. Color therapy. You want your altar to have a green or a brown for grounding. So green or brown. That should be the colors. Maybe blue for water. But you want earthy colors. White is no. White for that kind of an altar doesn't work. It pulls you away. It's very cleansing. And it kind of separates. White is a separation kind of color. It disconnects. it's very neutral. You want to get grounded. You want to get into something. So dark, moody colors. If you can paint your whole room a moody color, paint it a moody color. Dark blue, dark purple, you know, dark brown, black even. Okay, black's fine. That all just grounds you. And then you'll have the brightness with the light, the fire, you know? So you're going to need those things to get grounded. So do you have a grounding space at home? If you can't have one at home, find a place out there in nature where you can, but have it and get grounded and do at least 15 minutes a day, minimum. And a lot of you guys, if you're single and you don't have kids, you can do a lot more than that. You can do a lot more than 15 minutes, but at least give yourself 15 minutes of silence. The only sounds you need to have in that altar space is the sounds of earth, birds, water, maybe even rain. Most likely you'll just have a fountain, you know, a little trickling little desk fountain, or maybe your aquarium has the sound of water. But just peace and really being grounded there with the sounds of nature. And that would be great. And you're going to trust your instincts on that. But so that's the last piece. You need to make sure you have time to ground. I think part of the grounding energy would be working out. So yoga, you know, going on a walk, running, perhaps going to the gym. It's not really quiet at the gym, but that would be considered self-care in a sense, where you're getting grounded and solid in who you are and what's good for you, feeling aligned. So also massage is great for that. Grounding, self-love, self-care. If you can have an opportunity to hire someone to do a massage at least once a month, that would be very helpful for your healing and your grounding. These guys are the tools for you, and my life chef. These are the tools for you guys to feel 100% with yourself and call this person in. I hope I didn't talk your ear off. I'm so sorry. I know a lot of you are like, oh my God, this is not what I came here for. I came here for tarot cards, not advice. And you guys didn't even ask for advice, and I'm giving it, so I'm sorry if that's intrusive. But I felt that this was important. So I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind. I think this is helpful. And we are kind of going with the cards because I pulled out the vibrations card, and that's what came out. Everything I just gave you came out from this card because I wanted to create what this meant. So I think that everything I just talked about is explaining this card and what it meant. So anyways, you are going to have a fresh start in this connection. But make sure those steps are present, because always consider your partner's already there. Do you have room in your home for this person? Do you have room in your life for this person? And do you feel whole and complete? And we talked about all of those. So I hope you guys can do that. I hope you can feel that grounding experience with what I spoke about. But I think both of you in this reading could use all of that advice. All of it. The therapy, the feng shui, the grounding. I think this couple could use all of that. So anyways, if you want to call in this person, if you want to stop these cycles, maybe just start changing up your vibration, because who you are inside is expelled on the outside, and you're attracting your soulmate. You're attracting your other partner, your twin flame perhaps. It's this beautiful commitment. It's this beautiful chemistry. And so like attracts like. And if this person is giving you cycles, there's something about you that is creating this cycle. And I feel called to tell you this one thing. Is it possible that you are being very successful at calling in your soulmate. You are 100% successful. They're calling you, texting you, seeing you, desiring you, and coming into your life. But as soon as you guys reach that pinnacle where your bodies join in union, or you guys reach some kind of climax together, they drift away. Excuse me for saying, but I feel called to say it. I think you might be missing the last piece that I just mentioned. Those top 3 things and everything that was included in them. Because if you're not ready to receive him, there's a red stoplight. And if you do not have room for this person in your life as of right now, another red stop sign. And if you're not feeling good about yourself, and we do see that problem here with 4 cups, low confidence. If you don't have confidence in yourself, something's going on with hygiene, or something's going on at home, or your bedroom's a mess, you need to go clean before you invite them over. You're pushing them away. It's like you're successful at calling them in, but as soon as they're there, you're not ready. And that I'm not ready, excuse me for saying, but like attracts like. What's going on the inside is being shown to you on the outside, and that's your reflection, your expression. I do feel like when that cycle hits with the moon, there's a reflection in the water here saying, I'm here, I'm ready to start pursuing you, being with you, having a connection with you, but I can't come to your house. Or I can't have sex with you because you're not, in your opinion, cleansed enough, shaved enough, hygienic enough. Or I can't stay the night because your room's a mess. Or you don't have room for me. Maybe you have a very small bed. You know? I can't come over because you have a roommate or another friend, or it's a mess, or there's no food, or you're embarrassed about something. It's like, again, red lights. And so Spirit's like, listen, I'm trying to talk to you about a fresh start. You need to be harmonious with the flow. And the moon is saying, listen, I can flow, but there's going to be a stop point where the flow stops if we're not doing what we need to do here. And so this might really actually resonate with, I can't stay away from you, but I'm not ready. And I'm could be you, could be him, could be her, could be whatever. But this whole I'm not ready to give you all I know you deserve, so I run, is a pushing away. You know, Marcus, you mentioned your house is a museum. So A, it's probably clean. B, it's probably everything is in its perfect place. So my advice to someone like that, Marcus, would be, does it feel welcoming? Or does someone walk into your space and feel like, I hate to put a glass out of order. I would hate to mess up a pillow out of place. I would hate to disrupt your rhythm. Because that can be scaring people away as well. Like, you know, when you go to a museum, you don't want to touch anything. And if you give off that environment in feng shui, don't touch anything in my house, don't move anything, everything has a place, then nobody feels welcome. Because I don't feel welcome in a museum. There's freaking, you know, like those velvety tubes on those posts. I can't think of the name. Barriers. Don't go in this section. Don't go in this area. You know, if you want a relationship, people are like, I need to feel welcome, you know? And if you feel like, don't touch that, don't move that, it can, feng shui is weird, and it will definitely give the vibe to any future partner, not just someone, but like any partner. Hey, my house is my zen. It's my place alone, and there is no room for fingers, tiny toes, or any hands messing up with my stuff. So keep that in mind, Markers. Oh, my neighbor's kids love it. They play with the toys and the trains. Okay, well, see, you're not making people keep hands off. So that's good. That's good. That means people are welcome, But as far as a love relationship, if I were to date a man that had a showroom in their home or like a collectible room, or they had taken a lot of pride in their bedroom decor and their living room decor, if they like took great pride, like this is my favorite chair in the whole world, I'm not parting with it. I love my TV, I'm not parting with it. Oh, these tables were given to me by my great grandma, I'm not parting with it. I would feel like there's no room for me. I'm not saying that's your kind of place. I'm just saying in general. If I were dating a man that had all of that going on, I'd be like, well, you don't want me to add to anything. I can't bring my grandma's favorite coffee table. I can't have a new bedspread area because it would have to match your decor. I wouldn't be able to move around the furniture because you like it where it's at. And as a woman, just speaking from a woman's perspective, we like to make the home our own. We like to make the home. That's a natural nesting. When women want to get married, when women want to share life with somebody, we want to make the home because we specialize in spiritual vibes, we specialize in comfort, and we specialize in togetherness and union and marriage and bringing together. So if a woman cannot come in and do that, there's a definite, I can't be here. I want to make it my own. I want to put up some curtains or some rugs or some pictures or a whole new decor. I want to feel versatile. Like if I want to throw some paint on the wall, I can throw some paint on the wall. Of course, a good woman will take the input of their partner and say, let's decorate together. But it can't be to where, and I'm just speaking to people that are like, I like my stuff, don't change it. Because my dad was like that. He had his own thing. He did not want a woman to change nothing. And I'm just saying people like that, like, yeah, it's going to be lonely because no one feels welcome. Now, if you were rich and you had a mansion and a decorator and a woman came into your life, I don't think she would want to change anything. She probably would enjoy the lifestyle. But eventually, she might want to hire the decorator to change the flow for her own flow. That's just speaking from women. And there are some men who are into that as well in feminine energy. And I'm all for the men that are in the feminine energy to change things up. But just keep that in mind, guys. My opinion, when a man, a real man, and, I'm not speaking about, I'm just heterosexual here. When a real man wants to move in with a female or a female moves in with her man, real heterosexual males that are open to relationships, and I have to say much younger men, generally let the women do whatever they want. They're not into that. Now, there are some men, and it's not often, it's not like there's more men versus not, but there are some men that love decorating and they're really good at it. But generally, men are like, look, I have a style, I have a taste. You can play with that. You can make this home whatever you want, just keep me in mind. For example, I had a friend that was dating someone that was really into hunting. And yes, traditional. It was like Bass Pro Shop at his house. And he had like the whole shebang. He had the deer that he would hunt on the wall and the fish mounted. And pretty much all of the decor was log wood stuff and leather and brown everywhere and, cabin stuff. And she was like, okay, this is very much masculine. And that's really cool for him because that's his spot. However, the house was very dirty. So amongst all his decor and his style was dust and more dust. And the bathrooms were kind of dirty. And it was just like not, it was not fresh. It was not. He vacuumed. He did the basics. She's like, honey, he vacuums. He does the dishes. He'll clean the toilet. He'll clean the mirror in the bathroom. He'll make up the bed. He'll sweep. that's kind of where it ends. She's like, that's it. He'll do laundry. He'll put it away. That's where it ends. The dusting, the polishing, the cleaning of the windows, the washing of the drapes, the cleaning of the blinds, that's unnoticed. The TV, and she said it was like the whole entertainment center was just dusty. She even thought the remote had dust on it. It was just dusty. I don't know. But she's like, I can be with this man, but he's going to let me redecorate because this is not happening. Like, I'm not going to live in a dust pile. And, she ended up moving in. And what was her decor style, if I can remember? She went on Pinterest. She kind of did the French country look in the kitchen, but she kept it cabinish, cabin feel. So I guess I don't know if it was like a country look or what. Well, I'm going to go with country. She left a lot of his mounts up, and she kept that outdoorsman cabin feel, but it wasn't like totally overrun with camo. Oh, yeah, because he had a camo chair. That's what it was. Yeah, this guy had a complete camouflage chair. And apparently she said he went to Bass and he wanted to buy the whole camo couch set. And then he had like a camo curtain set in the bedroom. Like, at least he had curtains. But yeah, that wasn't going to fly for her. So I guess what I'm saying is, we're of course going to blend, but there has to be a healthy, happy blend. I don't know. I'm done with that. Let's finish this reading. I am talking way too much here. Spirit says work on your vibrations, your self-love, self-care. Do that. See what happens. Markers, I have room for that. Cute. Doja. Well, that's why I know your home is perfect, museum. Oh, no way to the camo chair, Raquel. Listen, ladies, I'm open. I'm like, if I had a man that wanted a camo chair, he could have a den. Like, we'll definitely have a den. I was dating this one guy, and I even considered it because he was really into whiskey. He like made his own whiskey. It was really cool. And he was into politics. So whiskey and politics. Yeah. You guys are kind of seeing what kind of men I date. Anyways, I was like, listen, let me show you a Pinterest. Because I have kids, I don't want my house to be flooded with all of that. So I was like, okay, what do you think about a whiskey room? And the room was so cool, guys. It was such a masculine kind of room. It was moody, so it had like dark green or dark whatever on the wall. It had wood bookshelves all around the room, like, built-in bookshelves. And it had a top secret door, which was so cool, and I'm into that. Like, it was a bookshelf on the outside, but when you hit a book, the shelf moves, and so it's a door. Whatever. So I'm like, that is so cool. We need that in our life, like, And so I'm like, okay, so we're going to have a top secret room with this bookshelf. You go in there, and there's wood all on the top of the ceiling, like craftsman style type squared off, I don't know how to describe it, wood stuff. And then these wood shelves. It was moody and dark. And in the middle of the room was like a round table with like a chess, whatever there in the middle. I can't talk, obviously. I cannot speak. A chessboard, hello, and 2 chairs, so you could play chess and talk and chill. There's books all around the room, nice window, total craftsman style. And then on the back was a buffet. Like a buffet is like a dresser kind of remade kind of thing for whiskey. And it had, the cool flasks, and it had those cool glass. I know what it's called, but I can't think of the name. Carafe? Glass carafes for the whiskey, and, really cool ones and cool whiskey glasses. And it had like these bullets that were like ice cubes. They were steel. You keep them in the fridge and you pull them out and put them in the glass like little bullets. And I told him, I'm like, I would be so down to create a whole whiskey room for you, because that's what girls do. That's what I do. Like, let me create a space for you. I love to create space, guys. I made a whole bunk bed, loft bed for my daughter. I made it myself, created a whole vibe. I made a Winnie the Pooh woods playroom for my son, Matthew, and created a whole vibe. I even got a log wood bunk bed for this. It was like awesome. It's like, I like vibes, guys. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with integrating rooms for your partner. And, you know, if I had a woman equally so that was into crafts, craft room, baby, make her a craft room. You know, get the fabrics, get the freaking stickers and stuff that she likes, and the puzzles, and, you know, whatever, like sewing room, um, whatever, like woodworking. Some women love to woodwork and do stuff like paint room, whatever. Like, yeah, art room. Get decorative with it, do it. I don't know where I'm going with that, guys, but I'm thinking in my head all these cool types of rooms that people could have. So anyways, let your imagination run wild, have a fresh start, integrate with your man or your woman, you know, you can make it happen. And men, if you are trying to call on that lady, you know, perhaps make yourself your own whiskey room or your own whatever room and leave the rest pretty bare, pretty open. That's what I would suggest if I was a single man looking for a woman, or maybe I had a woman in mind. I would create space for her. And I would be like, listen, I've got my space. I already pre-made it. It's this room over here, or it's this, and that's my own cool space. Or I've got my own workshop in the garage or a shed or whatever, like, you know, but my home is your home. And leave it very, you know, as if you were selling your house. What would it look like? I'm not saying take the pictures off the wall. I'm just saying keep it open and neutral, and, you know, give that woman some wiggle room to create a home. Just like home buyers, when they go to shop for a home, they're like, could I see myself living here? And I know this because my mom's in real estate and I've been in real estate, but listen, if you show a home that already has style, besides the basic, I'm not talking about minimalist style or farmhouse style or like the basics that everyone likes in model homes, not those kind of basics. But I mean like a real engraved style, like 50s retro, or, you know, you got the black checkered floors and the red curtains and the retro fridge. That's not going to sell unless you have that specific buyer, you know? Those are what I mean by style. Or perhaps your style is like total, you know, Mexican style or something, and each wall is a different color and the paint's everywhere, and it's like you've got Pueblo style, which I love, but, you know, you got Pueblo style stuff. Like, that's not going to fit everyone. You have to really create a neutral space where it's decorated nicely and tastefully, but it's not overpowering and like, this is my style into this home. Somebody was selling $1 million home here in my neighborhood, and it's because they really added on to this home. It was huge. It was Pueblo style. And I love it because I have family in Taos and I love Pueblo style. I want this house, basically. I want this house. But not everybody does. And it's the stucco, and it's the log pine coming out of the stucco. Gorgeous. But again, not everyone's style. And on the inside, it's those big rocks, you know, very cabin style, those big rocks around the fireplace. Not everyone's style, you know. Everything in there is New Mexican style. And it was selling for $1.5 million. They ended up selling, unfortunately, poor them, bad market, but they ended up selling it for like $850,000. So they went down a lot. Why? Because it wasn't everyone's taste. It just wasn't. Was it my taste? Yes. Could I afford it? No. Not at the time. Not at the time. Maybe someday I will be able to afford it. But again, if you're seeking a specific market, you know, you better hope you have a lot of buyers. And so if you're looking for a girl, you know, fellas, and this goes for ladies too, you don't want your home to look like a Victorian dollhouse. That's not going to attract a guy. I mean, maybe. Depends on the guy, right? The style, maybe. But keep it open. There's this one woman that I was talking to. She lived in Pueblo, Colorado, and she had the cutest Victorian house. It was literally a dollhouse. It was lace curtains everywhere. She threw up lace all over the house. It was beautiful. It really was. It was beautiful. It looked like a museum. She had lace tablecloths over all her tables. She had cute little doilies with pink roses etched in the middle of them on end tables. Cute little doilies. She had the cutest, I mean, everything was ruffle and lace and cute. She had pink peonies here and there, beautiful pictures. She had that hand stitching, cute little pillows on the sofa. Her sofa was white with, you know, pink and lacy pretty pillows. And it was gorgeous. I'm like, oh my God, your house is beautiful. I just walked into a dollhouse. That's what I felt. But again, she was trying to sell it, had issues. And I can tell you she was single. She was single because most guys don't want to live in, you know, a Dolly Parton dollhouse, or they don't want to live in a Victorian dollhouse. They want to have their fellas over. They want to have their family over. They don't want to feel like my balls are in her purse. She keeps it next to the bed on the left side under the bed. That's where my balls are. Like, you know, guys don't want to deal with that. They don't want people to think, and I know you're like, well, who cares what people think? Listen, Linda, you're special. She's special. You're all special. But majority here, you know, it's like, I live here too. And I want to have zen, and I want to feel comfortable, and I want to feel like I can stretch out my hands and be like, God, I feel comfortable at home. If I were a guy, I'd hate to come home to a girl's house that doesn't fit me. And if I stretch out, I might hit the glass pretty little thing on the nightstand that I can never touch because I'm stretching. Like everything's so close together and everywhere. I'd hate to stretch out. I'd hate to pull out a throw blanket because it's so precisely placed on the couch. That blanket's not for use. It's for show, you know, and it's like people have to be considerate of their partner. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm done harping on it, guys. Sorry. I should just delete this video. It went way off, and I am just so sorry. Anyways. What else is going on in this connection, Spirit? What should we see about this connection? Trying to blend. Okay. So moving on came out. What does moving on have to do with this reading? Twin flames, chemistry, karmic, discovery, and fresh start again. I like it. Secrets, bottom of the deck. But look how they go together. One, discover this is a twin flame connection. Also, let's move on from the karmic cycles and the karmic chains. Let's move on from the karmic relationships. Perhaps there's a third party, or perhaps it's just a karmic cycle. You figure it out. But let's move on from the karmics. And let's have a fresh start with our new chemistry. You and I are really into each other. We really, really, really have a deep connection. It's true, it's real, it's raw. I don't want it to change. But we deserve a fresh start. Okay? Your connection is full of love and full of chemistry. Like I see that all over the cards. But Spirit's like, let's move on from the karmic stuff, which is let's get over our own icks, whatever. Let's get over our karmics. Let's get over our cycles. Let's get over ourselves. Let's break those. We have satin sheets. Maybe get some satin sheets. We have up in the air. We have guidance and protection, wings of love. And we have transformative love. Bottom of the deck is enamored love potion. I love it. You guys are in love. Right now, it's a secret love for some reason. There's issues here. This person is blocking you. You're blocking them, whatever. There's a blocked, I can't express how I feel. There is a strategy, a plan, and it's to go with the flow. And we talked about the flow, steps 1 through 3. We discussed it. You know how to go with the flow. All right. What does this person want to say to you? Because remember, they do have some toxicity. Fire energy. Wow. I have a lot of passion for you. A lot of sexual energy towards you. We definitely feel the vibe. Like, the sex is not a problem. Chemistry, not a problem in this connection. We are on fire. So they're admitting, hey, I know our chemistry is hot. But what else do they want to admit? What else do you want to say? Talk about this marriage that you don't want to talk about. Talk about the fact that you are open to being married again, even after you said you didn't believe in it. Let's talk about that. Karma is hitting me hard right now. Why? Because I've been going so in and out, back and forth. Okay. So they're like, listen, I'm getting some feedback from Spirit. And I'm being forced to deal with my in and out energy. So they're doing some reflection. They're doing some hermit mode. And they're like, just so you know, that's what I'm doing. Like, I know I'm in and out. I've already admitted it. I know what I'm doing, and I'm standing in the door, and I'm not letting anyone come in your life, but I'm not walking in either. I get it. That's my problem. That's my toxicity. My toxicity is that I want to be intimate with you, but I don't want to commit to you. My toxicity is I want to talk with you, see you, love on you, but I don't want to give you the title of my committed partner. I know what my toxicity is. Okay. So let's just take a look at what karma is showing them. What is karma teaching them? Spirit, please guide and show me the karma. We're going to get one of these and then some Gilded Revere. I'm healing and it's painful. It's like revelations. Oh, I love you. I love you and I don't know how to express myself. Wow. It really does come down to that Queen of Swords. It's like, I want to talk to you, but I don't. I secretly love you, but I have not told you. My karma is that I'm in and out of your life. And I need to stop. I need to change. Ooh. Okay. I got to write this down, though, because we have a secret. Secret. Secretly, I love you. All right. Secretly, I love you. But you're over here sad, aren't you? You're like, no, you don't. 4 Cups. You don't love me. You don't tell me you love me. You don't show me you love me. You play games with me. I'm hopeless. I don't know if you're ever going to love me. I don't know if anything I do is good enough. So they're like, actually, I love you. And now it makes sense for you because you're like, now I know why I've been sticking around. I felt that love with this person. I felt it. Show me the karma, please. Oh my gosh. The ring? Take a risk? The child? The rider? Oh my God. This is crazy. Oh my God. Oh my God. They're going to give you an offer. They're going to propose to you. I don't know when, but they're going to. They are. Oh my God. It's like, I didn't see it before, but I see it now. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at this. This is crazy. The awakening. Please forgive me. Regrets. Thank you for showing me what unconditional love is. Look at this. I will choose comfort. You feel like home? Oh my God. So we got all that. Oh my God. I'm obsessed with you. I'm no good, but I'm going to give you an offer. Page of Pentacles. I'm sorry I've kept you in the dark. And I remember at the beginning of the reading, I said someone's in the dark. That like you were in the dark. You didn't know what was really going on. That is the truth in this reading. Oh my God, I have to write this down. It's like, I see it now. I never saw it before, but I see it now. The proposal's coming. So in the dark, they really love you. And there's definitely a proposal coming. And I already gave you the Zodiacs. This is what's happening. It's actually happening. Oh my God. I'm shocked. I didn't see this coming in this reading. They're waking up karmically. They are literally awakening. They're healing. They know, I got to get over this divorce. I got to get over being jaded. I got to get over running away. What am I running from? Why am I running from this person that I love? I'm in love with this person. We have intense chemistry. We get along. What am I running from? And they're dealing with it. They're dealing with their karma. And their karma is, I really want a new beginning with you, the child. I want to take a risk. I want to promise to love you always and forever. I want to be committed to you. I want to be committed to you, okay? That's what's happening. You changed me. You sparked something deep inside of me, and I love you. I want to give you this offer. I'm not super confident in my love offer, but I want to give you this offer. So I promise we're going to move forward in this. Knight Rider, I don't know why I said Knight Rider, but the rider is coming, taking action. I'm going to take action. Good news is coming your way. You're going to get the offer. You're going to get the marriage. This person's going to work out with you. They love you. They love you. This is all going to work out. They are moving on from their karmic partners and their karmic cycles. It's funny because the storm card, when it describes it, says, whatever's nearest to whichever side of the storm is the message. If this card were like this, the storm clouds would be pointing to this message, and it would be a negative tone. When it's down and the cards above it are near the sun, it's positive. So I'm telling you, you guys have been through a storm with this person, but it's about to get really good. If you've been in a fight with this person, or you've been in a separation, or you've been in just terrible cycles, in and out, back and forth with this person, the good news is they love you, and they're coming to commit to you. That's what I have to share with you. They love you so much. Look at this beautiful bouquet, which I'll read it to you. You guys don't believe me. Maybe some of you guys don't even have the gilded. So I'm going to read it to you. Flowers, okay? This card. Beauty and happy is what I bring. I give you the happy face. I am the gift that warms your heart. I am your recovery to your hardships. I am your well-being. And no matter what cards are before me, I will always change it positively. So this is like, no matter what happened before, this says, I'm going to make everything positive. It's a gift. It is a gift. In the Victorian era, flowers were used as a medium of communication. They became a code for lovers, a perfect way to express love. Long before the Victorian period, the highly valued tulip was considered so desirable, it induced a phenomenon known as tulip mania. Thus, the presence of this card signifies a valuable gift that is being given or received. Yeah, valuable. Wow. When combined with a card such as the Rider, which we do have, we have the Rider. The flowers card may serve as a beautiful invitation I love that. An invitation. So this is like, I'm inviting you. I'm asking you, will you marry me? Someone here, and I'll be honest, this is a reading, will you marry me? This person's going to marry you. If this is your reading, you're going to be married absolutely to this person. And I'll tell you what happened that was negative, what happened that was bad, it's going to be made for good. You may not know it yet because this person does not know how to express themselves. But this is real love, real love. They really do love you. And they have stood in the doorway to not let anyone else come into your life because they loved you. And they didn't realize they loved you. They are realizing through karma hitting them that they love you. I think karma is showing them how to heal. And however karma works, it's showing them that they've been in and out with you. They have this beautiful chemistry, passion and love with you. It says love. So they are being shown that what they have with you, even though they've kept you up in the air, they loved you all along. And your connection is being guided and protected. And your connection is going to transform. It is. It's going to transform into something perfect and beautiful. Well, I don't want to say perfect, but damn near close to perfect. Look at this. They are discovering that you're their twin flame. Discovering, learning. They're realizing you have the best chemistry with them that they could ever have with anyone, and they want to have a fresh start with you. They're going to move on, honey. They're moving on from the past, Queen of Swords, the divorces, their exes, their karmics. They're moving on from them. The big secret is they love you. They just didn't even realize it. Expect a fresh start with this person. We're going to get to the money reading now because I spent way too long. The money reading will be quick, but we'll get it out. Look at that. I secretly, God, who knew this relationship was going to turn into marriage? Who knew? Who could have possibly ever known? Wow, they're really facing their toxicities, my friends. Right, Celinda? What a love reading. What a happy ending. What a beautiful story. I'm so happy for you. Whoever this is for, congratulations on the engagement. Future, may it be, but congratulations. It's happening and you deserve it. And I'm just so happy for you guys. All right. Let's see what's going on with money. This is not going to be 131 minutes long like it was in the love reading. I'm so sorry, guys. Eat Me, you should have read the title a little bit more clear. The reading of the title said a love and money reading. So when you came in and said, isn't this a money reading? It said love and money. So you had to wait till the love reading was done before we get to the money. Okay? All right, so let's get into the money. All right. Yeah, Zelinda, show us the money. Because that was a perfect love reading. Damn it, if money's not good, I'm going to be so upset. Don't ruin this perfect reading. Okay. Spirit, please show me what's happening for money with my collective. We're going to do a masculine and a feminine for money, just to be clear. Spirit, can we please do masculine on top for money and feminine on bottom? All right, bottom of the deck. Ooh, this is great. Overall, undraw energy for the both of you. We've got the Empress. So happy about this. Everyone who's watching, make sure you have your $44 reading question ready. No one has paid via Cash App or my website. So anybody that's not a subscriber, you have a chance while I'm doing this money reading to go ahead and pay. $44 straight out. Cash App, it's in the description below, the link, and my website. Okay? So if you have a question, you're going to be able to get your love and money reading today for the $44. If you are not going to pay that through there, you're not going to get your question answered like this for a while, till the end of next month. So anyways, just putting that out there so you guys have time. So if you want to go ahead and get yourself involved in a personal reading now, today, now's your time to go do it. For everyone else, real quick before I get in, that is getting the $44 reading, these are the people that pay for the ultimate subscription, Doja, this is your last month for the ultimate, FYI. You are currently subscribed as the 33. I gave you the benefit all year of having the ultimate to make up for your reading that was missed. So after the end of this month, that will be completed. So you can upgrade from your $33 to the $122 if you want. Okay, but this is the last $44 reading you're going to have, but you are included this month. So the names that are the people that are included this month is Diane B, Sherry or Cherie Peaches, and Doja. You guys are included in the $44 reading after this video. So I only have 3 of you. Anyone else that wants the $44 reading, do it now. You can do the ultimate subscription and have it free every month from now on, or you can just pay separately, Cash App or the website. Link below. Thank you. Okay. So let's get into the money. So the Divine Masculine's here on top. The Tower. Uh-oh, 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. Uh-oh, 2 of Cups in the reverse. 8 of Pentacles. 2 problems with money. A, Divine Masculine needed money from their partner. They're going through some kind of a separation at work with a work partner, business partner. There's a breakup in a business partner deal. Like there's a partner that doesn't want to be a partner anymore in whatever business dealings they've been with. Also, it could be that their marriage or relationship, they're having a divorce, a separation, or a breakup, and that is leading to a loss of money because that partner is also leaving. Every time someone has a breakup, you're responsible to pay for your own. And that means you have to pick up the slack that they didn't have. So if your rent is, $2,500 a month, they're paying half. Well, now you're a little bit screwed, aren't you? You're not just paying the $1,250. You're paying $2,500. So that's going to hit you in the pocketbook. If your partner normally takes on half the risk, buys half the stock, now they're gone, and now you're left to buy the whole bag, you may not have enough. I don't know what's going on. All I know is business dealings for the masculine is not going well if it involves a partner. If the masculine is working by themselves, they're better off. And so we have working hard, consistency pays off, 8 of Pentacles, Virgo vibes. I'm working overtime, I'm working long hours, I'm getting my due, I'm getting my pay, I'm not getting more, I'm not getting less, I'm getting the same. So for money for the masculine, it's neutral. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. It's not better, it's not worse, okay? And that's what's happening. In other news with money, there's definitely a break in connection with your boss or your partners that has led to a lack of progress in making extra money or making more money. So if you had some kind of an idea to make more money, perhaps it was a business idea, perhaps whatever it was, it's coming down with the Tower. And so the masculine is losing that business deal. They're losing the contract, or they're just losing their partner. And so money, I guess the only answer here is you're going to be okay to pay what you need to pay, but you're not going to have more. You're not going to have less. The good news, masculine, it is going to grow eventually. I also feel like if you get married, Empress, and you meet the right person, ooh, 10 of Cups, yeah, marriage. When you meet the right person, then the drama stops. There's going to be a lot of people that don't want you to marry this person, and it could be a Cancerian, both cards, 10 of Cups, Empress. But if you marry the right person, people are going to hate you for it. They're going to come down on you for it, but you're going to be more successful. A lot of people are going to maybe say, masculine, you married this person for money, or you're marrying this person to get ahead in life. Let them talk. The truth is you love this person and you're going to have a baby with this person, or you already have a baby with this person, or you're going to have 2 babies with this person. I don't know. Brandy Toronto, thank you so much. Hi, and welcome for your support group. I love you, Brandy. Thank you so much for coming in. I see you with your cute little badge and the green member. Thank you for being a member. So anyways, masculine, things can get better for you financially if you marry right or you get the right partner. People are going to buck you and fight you on this partner, though. People are going to really have problems with you. Like, they're just going to be like, why are you marrying her? Why are you with her? Why are you with him? Why are you partnering with him? Ugh. And it could be your own family that sits there and says, you're crazy. You shouldn't be with that person. But there's something in your astrology, something in your karma. Then we do have Cancer here, 2 cups. Something in your karma that says, get with the right partner and money's going to flow. I don't know, masculine. Whatever advice I have for you is astrological. I think when Venus connects with a partner, Venus represents wealth, abundance, and prosperity. Hello, Empress Venus. I think when you do get connected with the right partner, money just grows on trees for you. Like, you and your partner are going to grow in business. When you're with the wrong partner, astrologically, money struggles. There's going to be money struggles. So advice for you, masculine, get a better partner. Whether that be in business or love, get a better partner. And I'll leave you with this. You're not going to worry about money because you're going to have enough. You're just not going to have more. Okay? That's the masculine reading. All right, let's get into the feminine reading here for money. Book of Secrets. Ticking time bomb. Ten of Wands. The Chariot. Cancerian again. Cancerian's so here today. You have some financial secrets that you haven't shared with anybody. And you've been carrying this load by yourself. You're a ticking time bomb. Like, your financial situation is ready to explode. I think it's going to explode for the better, but not right away. But I think you are going to feel better if you talk to a financial counselor, or you talk to your mother, or a person that feels like a mother to you that could counsel you in abundance and prosperity. I think that once you get some things off your chest, because you have a lot on your chest, you have a heavy, heavy burden financially. 10 of Wands is, I'm doing it all by myself. All by myself. I can't handle it. It's too much for me. I'm burdened. I'm stressed. I work long hours. I work long days. I work all the time. It's never enough. I'm taking care of so many people. I have so many responsibilities. God help me, support me. The only one that has my back is God's source, creator, spirit. It's the only one that's got my back. I need more support. I give up. I throw my hands up. I'm just going to let it explode because I can't do this by myself. And Spirit says it's going to get better. Once this kind of implodes, explodes, whatever, once this happens, and you finally talk to someone about all the credit cards, or you finally talk to someone about all the bills, or you finally talk to someone about everything that's been holding you down, you're able to move forward the Chariot. There's going to be a clear plan, decisive action taken. This is a victory. This is a win. This is balance. This is, I don't have it all together, but I have it together enough to get going. I can finally make some movement, take some action on my situation. I do think you're going to get help from an Empress. You're going to get help from someone that's got it all together. And it could be family, 10 of Cups. This person's going to be like, I'm here for you. I support you. Like, I'm glad you spoke to me because I want to be able to help. Okay? And you don't have to struggle. There will be a fight. There's going to be like, what did you do? Why did you do it? Why did you let it get like this? There's going to be questions and you're going to hear it. or at least in your mind, it's going to be a mental conflict, but it's going to get better. Look, 144 minutes and 44 seconds. Look at all those fours. It's going to get better after it gets worse, right? It's going to get better. And then you're going to be on the road to the 9 of Pentacles, ultimate abundance. So both of you are kind of working on this partnership. It's like both of you kind of need a partner in a sense. The masculine needs a partner to help them financially, period. You feminine, you need a partner because you're doing it all by yourself. And so this is really just getting advice, getting healing, and getting help. So financially, I see that you're going to get better. Things are going to improve. It's not going to be dark and gloomy. There may be an issue that happens very soon. Let it happen, and then it gets better because you're going to get some answers to solve your problems. We're going to get one card for the masculine and one card for the feminine about money. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, Lowell, I saw your comment yesterday and I'm confused because I remember specifically doing a reading for Gracie. And I did mention O for her and I crossed it out. And then I remember doing your reading and I specifically said the name Lowell. And I went through your reading. You weren't there, but I know I did 2 separate readings. I did not mistake your reading for Gracie's. Maybe somebody timestamped you wrong, but I did do your reading. However, I'm happy to redo your reading and definitely keep my word on that. So when I call your name, please have your question ready because we're going to do it after I'm done with this. Okay. Spirit, guide and direct me for a money message for the masculine. Putting it face down. Guide and direct me for a money message for the feminine, please. Money message for the divine feminine about money. Okay. Bottom of the deck. For money, integrity is the new black. Do everything with integrity. Honor your word. Do the very best you can. Be truthful. Be honest. And yeah, honesty sucks sometimes. Some people don't want to hear the honest truth. It bothers them. But be honest. Because that's going to help you out in the end. Just get real, get honest, and help will come. All right, and the last oracle for money. Spirit, guide and direct me for money for the divine masculine. Money. Spirit, guide and direct me for money for the feminine. Okay. Bottom of the deck for both of you is clock time. Time, pressure, and a rush. Some of the biggest problems you guys have had with money is that everything has a date, right? People are going to call you if something's due, whether you have it or not. They're going to put pressure on you. Everything has a due date. And that's some of the problems with money. And it's constant. And it's like everyone's getting on you. Everyone's on top of you. And everyone's saying, I need this by then. I need this by when. I need this due on my desk by Monday. I need this due by Thursday. I need this due by this day. It's very overwhelming for you. And you're like, oh my God, the pressure. Anyways, I think for the both of you, like overall, underall, it's just the pressure that's breaking the both of you. Feminine, you're overwhelmed, 10 of Wands, by ultimate pressure. And it's just buckling you because you have so much to do and you don't have enough. Masculine, the pressure of having to work with somebody else. And it's like, they want it then. They want it this way. They want it this way. They're constantly communicating with you back and forth. It's very difficult to work with a partner because it's just not you. And it's like constantly, I'm paying for this. You're paying for that. Did you pay this? Because I paid that. I'm doing this. You're doing that. Did you do your part? And it's like constant checking up on people. And it's just not the freedom of being on your own, and it's stressful in the fact that you have to have a partner. So I get that. I get that there's some stress for the both of you here. Let's see what Spirit wants to say about money. Is it going to get better? What is the advice you can have? Masculine, it's going to be okay for you. I don't know about better, but it's going to even out and you're going to have enough. Feminine, it's going to get better. So let's take a look. Masculine, your advice is once you start laughing, you start healing. So be more upbeat, be more happy, be more joyous. Have more fun. Don't make the relationship so serious. Laugh at your mistakes, laugh at your issues. And if you can't afford to do a lot of stuff, find something to be happy about every day. Watch comedy on TV, tell jokes, play with your animals, your pets, your kids. Play with your kids. They make you laugh, they make you happy. The advice is to start laughing. If you aren't ready to laugh at what's going on in your life, then laugh at somebody else or something else. The internet is full of funny, ridiculous stuff. Laugh at all of it. Call up your best friend who you trust to make fun of your problems in a loving way. Okay, in a loving, brutal way, okay? Just start laughing. You don't have anything to lose. And really, you don't have enough to lose, masculine. And that's the Tower. You do have the Tower, and I'm not going to go around it and say, oh, your financial situation is fine. No, it's not. There's something ending. It's over. Like your partnership, your relationship, whatever it is, it's over and it's affecting your money. And it will affect your money. And maybe that's not something to laugh about. But the truth is you have nothing left to lose anymore. They took it all. Or you just don't have anything left to laugh about. And you better find something to laugh about because that's all you have left. So get a sense of humor. If you're going through a terrible breakup, laugh about it. If you're going through a terrible partnership split, laugh about the fact that you even believed them and trusted them in the first place. Just laugh at yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Next, about money. Who in the world are you? Getting to know the new you. So you may want to do something different. 8 of Pentacles means you may have been doing the same kind of job for like 12 years or 8 years, like I'm doing the same job. Maybe things have changed. There's a better way to make money. Something different. Don't be afraid to change. There's a fascination with getting to know yourself again, getting to know the new you, defying assumptions about who you are and what you like to do. Explore yourself. You have lots of different interests. Question what you've been told and who you are. Change at a deep level. The readiness to evolve and experiment to come to the greater self-knowledge is here. You may wish to want to maybe meditate on what you want to do, but it's time to start over and make a change. If you wish to travel, undergo some ways on how to do that. If you want therapy, get that done. Journal. Have a heartfelt conversation with someone about what you want to do for work. Treat this as a wonderful adventure, not a loss. All right. It's true. When things end, it's because something better is out there. I know we hate to see it that way, but even when losing a house, losing a job, losing a relationship, we're like, I want to die. I just want to die. I've been so used to this and now it's changing. I'm not okay. You're going to be all right. Talk with someone. This is a chance at a fresh new start. It looks like you could meet the right person and things are going to turn around. Okay. Anyways, that is what's going on. One last bit of advice. Talk to your divine feminine. She probably is somebody you can laugh with. And she's probably somebody that would love to hear about your dreams and your fantasies about work. And she's probably the right person to marry to have more money. So talk with your feminine. That's advice for the masculine. All right, feminine, let's get into it for you. Advice about money for you. Thou shalt not judge, because thou hast effed up before too. That's a message about your man or your woman. Don't judge your masculine's financial situation because you have quite the effed up financial situation as well. They have a tower, you have a ticking time bomb. Don't judge. It doesn't matter what's going on in their financial world, something's going on in yours. It's what it says. Not everybody knows about it. You keep a lot of secrets, but that's some tea for you. When you see yourself thinking someone's a real a-hole, take a moment and contemplate all the times you've done exactly what they're doing. Maybe it was a different flavor of a-holeness, but it was still a-holy. Check yourself. People will like you more, and more importantly, you'll like yourself more. So be humble. Just be humble about your situation. Also, somebody may have to be humble with you if they're like coming down on you really hard about money. They have to remember maybe once they were also in the same boat. The next card that comes out with money is use your time well. Make every moment count. A lot of the problems with your money is schedule. Natural Mystic, it's okay. I go on tangents sometimes. You're like a best girlfriend. Thank you, Natural Mystic. I appreciate that comment. I like to think of myself as a friend of yours as well. Thank you. So anyways, and I'm a Gemini. You guys got to cut me some slack. I can talk you to death, probably. Okay? So forgive me. Anyways, Feminine, use your time better. So I don't know, some better scheduling needs to happen for you. You're just not operating well. Maybe you're not operating well at work. You're not paying things on a timely fashion. We do have clock time. Maybe get on an automatic payroll situation. Maybe have reminders on your phone. This is due. Helps you to stay on point. Reminders about scheduled appointments. Reminders about when things have to go out. You're overwhelmed, 10 of Wands, and it's because you're disorganized. So I think once you get organized, money's going to be much better for you. And Saturn loves organization. Oh, Navdeep, Car Aura. Hi, new to your channel. Can you please do a reading for what's in store for this coming year for my DM and DF this year? Navdeep, welcome. I can't do that today, but I can possibly tomorrow. I may do that. Please hit the bell icon. If you're first in my live chat group, when I go live, you get free cards. So I would love to do that for you. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Navdeep, I will recognize any new subscribers. If there is any more new subscribers, let me know. Maybe I will come up with a special soon for you guys being new, okay? But thank you and welcome to my channel. Okay, so we're going to read the outcome of this oracle. I'm sorry, I just had my book. Where's my book? Probably right in front of me. What the heck? I've just lost my book. And clearly I've lost my mind. What in the heck? Oh, here it is. Oh, gosh. Oh, I did forget. Navdeep, how can I pay you for a personal reading? I have recently moved to a new country and I do not have PayPal. Well, Navdeep, I'm so glad you asked. I did forget to tell you. Today, I am doing $44 readings and it's about love and money. And I'm doing that right after this video. So you can pay through Cash App, which Markers here has the link. My Cash App tag is Let That Go 1111. That's my Cash App. If you don't want to do Cash App and if you are international, you go to my website and it's listed here right there, www.jks1111.com. Click to the top and hit donations and you can pick a $44 donation and I'll count you in today for your $44 reading. So if you want to do that, that is open and available. And to anyone else that's still watching right now, if you want to jump in as soon as I'm done, I'm doing the $44 readings. I only have 3 on the list so far. So believe me, you have time to get in. So if you want to get in, Navdeep, and anybody else wants to get in, please go to my website or Cash App, and you can get in today, now, for your reading. And you can, I'll answer your question. Okay. So number 24, you're so welcome, Navdeep, and I appreciate you. I look forward to seeing you in a minute, hopefully again. Okay. So this card, financial advice for the divine feminine. I think you might do something better with the time, she said, than wasting it and asking riddles that have no answers. Asking riddles that seem to have no answer may seem like a huge waste of time, but sometimes it leads to discovery. When we allow ourselves to question and discern the answer, we might actually find some valuable information. There are people in our lives who feel justified questioning us, prying in our business, seeming to waste our time and just argue. It's up to you to decide what questions are worth answering and those that deserve no response. Like Alice, you could find yourself becoming bothered by people's desire to confuse you. When this card comes up, it's essential to create a safe space about yourself and know what you are prepared to do. So trust in Alice today. And I think that the Empress, whoever you're getting advice from, 5 of Swords, right? Family. This person could question you, what are you doing with your finances? And they may send you into a tizzy. But it's saying you don't have to answer every single rude question they come up with. There are some questions that deserve an answer and some that don't. But it's supposed to help you either way. The divination of this card is someone could be wasting your time by asking questions they have no interest in even answering anyways. It's like they just want to go off on you. So 10 of Wands, Ticking Time Bomb, Book of Secrets. You might have a mom that's going to come to your aid financially that just wants to berate you and just give you a new hole in your butt and just be like, I'm going to tell you off. It might be a good time to put some earplugs in, zone her out, or just tell her, you know, hey, that's not helpful. At this point, you're just making me feel this big and we're just arguing and it's not helping the financial situation at all. I understand you're upset and you're angry and you want to vent, but maybe it's better you just vent to your husband or your best friend or to God, Spirit Source. Go vent your anger out there, but not on me. So you might be able to do that. Just an example. But if you do want this person's help, there may be to some degree that you have to listen. You may have to be like, I have to listen to some amount of berating a little bit because maybe you borrowed their money and couldn't pay it back, or you owe them, or they're giving you money and you need to like take some of their advice because they're helping. You know, it's like borrowing bank from an advisor. They may give you the money, but then you got to hear about the interest and paying back and what's your plan and blah, blah. You know, there's a certain amount you're going to have to deal with. Someone wishes to take up a great deal of your time in order to feel more important, listened to, and cared about. Set your boundaries. So I really think, feminine, honestly, for you, you're about to get into it with someone that's going to come to your aid and help you. It may be a woman, it may be a mom, it may be an important person, a business owner, a wealthy person, but you're going to have to listen to some degree. And take their advice because they do want to help. There's some kind of endure it here, 10 of Wands. There is something about you've been hiding, you've been keeping secrets. This is going to explode in your face. You're going to have to endure it so you could move through this and move on. let's clarify what moving on looks like. What does moving on from your financial situation look like? Show me the Chariot, because that's a victory. That's success. That's being balanced and moving on and going forward. It's also moving very, very fast in a new direction. What direction are we headed in? Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Sun. I like it because it's like, here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. Doo doo doo. Da 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 da. Doo doo doo. Here comes the sun. So I do see positivity here. Like, we're going to be moving on to something happy, something good. The other cards that come out are the Birds, which is gossip, talking. Oh yeah, there's going to be communication. There's going to be communication. We're moving on into some communication. Palace is an invitation. It's also friends. It's public. It's good in a sense. It's not bad. It's not a bad card. The Child is learn. You have something to learn, maybe from somebody older and somebody more wise. Could be a parent-child relationship, but you have something to learn. And family is involved in these finances for both feminine and masculine, just putting that out there. But you've got something to learn here, to grow. Be open-minded, have open eyes, be ready to discover, take a risk, take a gamble, trust. Let's see. Okay, so the Sun card says, listen, I'm success. Hear me roar. I control your ego. I boost your confidence. I give you courage. I bring victory and glory. But don't be too cocky, or you're going to get burned by ignorance, like Icarus. All right, so I feel confident in saying with the Chariot and the Sun, good is going to happen for you. You are going to overcome this burden financially. You're going to get through it. But you are going to have to take some advice. You are. You're going to have to take some advice. Now, there is standards and boundaries. It says don't just get berated, but answer the questions that deserve answering. Okay? You don't have to answer all of them, just the ones that deserve answering. But communication's happening. You may even be getting an interview. There may be a new job with the Child that you may get involved with. So a new career, a bonus career, an extra money situation perhaps. Maybe gambling, maybe going and just winning money would be great. The Park is about kind of going to a gathering, even a business meeting. A business meeting is probably a business meeting. And there's going to be a reunion, a retreat, a picnic. It's networking. So you are going to be communicating with somebody by text or call, meeting up with them, talking about business, and talking about investing or taking a risk or being open-minded. Or you're going to tell someone, hey, can you invest in me? Can you take a risk? I know I'm a risky person. Like, money's not great, but if you can trust me and help me, I can turn this around. Somebody's going to be like, you know what? I might go ahead and trust you. I might go ahead and take a risk and loan you this money or give you this money or help you out and invest in this business, because we do have a business here with the Empress. So there could be families wanting to invest in you and hear you out. The Child is young and new and playful. It's also talking about honesty, being childlike, and no one wants to do a business reading and be advised to choose a young child or corporate partner. Perhaps we should think a little less literal in some cases. Okay, so this person's like, I want you to be mature. I don't want to help a child. I need to know that you're capable. And like I said, it could just be a parent-child connection. I don't know. But maybe there's a great age difference. You know, maybe it's not parent-child. It's just maybe someone's really, really young and someone's really, really much older. But overall, financially, I see this going in a good direction. And you're going to overcome your financial burden. But first, the tower, the time bomb hits, right? That's what happens. Then we get to the good stuff. So don't be afraid to go into the dark with this. Like, face it head on, and you're going to come out okay. It's not too much to worry about. All right, well, that concludes this reading. I think because we went so far, 169 minutes, I'm just going to do an additional reading. I'm going to go ahead and jump in and do the $44 reading in another video, because nobody who's watching this whole reading wants to sit around and, I mean, maybe, I don't know, but whatever. I'm just going to do a separate one. Thank you so much for watching me. Please like this video and subscribe to me. I could sure use your support, and I'd love to see you back here and give you a really good reading. So remember, like I always say, this is a journey, not a destination. You just keep swimming. If you're looking for something personal from me, please check out my website. It's in the description below. And if you want to see more videos, go to my YouTube, but don't look at the first page of videos. Click live. That's where all my work is. You're going to see all my videos under live, so go check that out. Thank you so much for viewing me, and I'll see you later. Or if you're going to order a reading, you still have time. Go order a reading. It's $44, Cash App, or my website. I'll do it for you. Okay? I'll see you in a minute. I'm opening up a new video. Bye, guys. Bye, Natural Mystic. I love you. Yeah, we all want this to be our reading. I know, it's crazy. All right, I'll see you.